Hi guys, I'm Dave Loosely.
And I'm Peter Nardi.
And welcome to this week's Alakazam vlog.
Right guys, for all of you that aren't on our Facebook or our mailing list, you are missing out on a fantastic competition. The competition is running until this Friday, that's Friday the 11th, and it stops at 12 o'clock. So that's 12 o'clock midday this Friday. All you need to do is go to Alakazam's Facebook page, put it back, follow the link there, and it's going to tell you how to enter. It's very simple. It will take about 5 seconds of your time. All you've got to do is click the link, put your details in, and your name will be put into a prize draw. The winner will be chosen automatically by the system. We've got no control over it.
So whoever sent Peter Nardi the chocolate hamper, okay, it doesn't matter.
But I lied to.
Yeah, that's it.
All bribes welcome. So this is what you could win. This mega pile of magic.
Awesome. We've got crazy. There's some awesome stuff here.
There is some brilliant stuff in here, including an Extractor E2. Okay, there's over £250 worth of stuff. Any entries, I don't think it will let you enter after the date anyway,
no.
But they won't be included because the system itself at 12 o'clock sharp, it will cut off and it will send us the name of the winner, and I think it also sends the winner an email, so it's automatically generated. So that is this week's Facebook competition, and if you wasn't aware, Alakazam now do a competition on Facebook every single week, so make sure you go and like our Facebook page. So if you haven't entered or you're going to enter, good luck. Hopefully this could be yours. Hi guys, the first thing we want to talk to you about today is Interference by Rob Bromley. This is a great little trick using 2 cards. I'll show you it actually. Dave, while I'm explaining what's going on, can you just roll that into a tight sort of cigarette shape?
Yeah.
For this trick guys, we're going to use 2 cards. Okay, as you can see, both cards have got a hole running through them, running through the centre, like this. And obviously when the cards are placed together, we can get the holes to match up. Okay, so the idea is you basically sandwich one card, match the holes up like so. You basically line the holes up so there's one card inside the other, and you lock it in place with either a pen or a pencil, or should have been a little bit tighter.
It was tight, you let it go.
Or a borrowed banknote, or a cigarette, I believe, will go through it. So a cigarette, banknote, pen, pencil.
Can I hold on to that?
You can hold on to that if you want. So your spectator can hold on to this. Actually, for this, take fingers off just so they can see what's going on. But your spectator can hold on to the bill. Now, obviously, the card won't move because the bill itself is holding it in place. So all we need to do is just rub here, just give it a little rub, and you can actually make it look like the card penetrates the bill. And they can see that from both sides. Nice. It's really going through, and it really looks quite eerie, like it's just melting all the way through like that.
That is cool.
Okay, then we line up the holes again, just like this. If you want to take the note out, you can see the notes going all the way through. We open this out, we have both cards. You can examine the note, you can examine the cards. Obviously if you wanted to examine that as well, you can examine that. I'll take the money back, cards go away, and that is interference.
It is great.
It's one of those tricks that's, it's just different.
Yeah,
you know, it's slightly different to anything else you're going to be doing.
It's like a little puzzle almost, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can, Michael Close, this is based on a Michael Close routine, and Michael Close has got a nice little presentation talking about Rubik's and the Rubik's Cube, and this was a prototype Rubik's puzzle. But it's it's a great little thing. You can carry this as a standalone, just in a little packet trick wallet.
Yeah.
You get all the gimmicks included. It's made by Rob Bromley, and it's very, very, very easy to do. So that is Interference. So, David,
yes,
a couple of weeks ago, our very good friend Wayne Goodman came down.
he did,
and he filmed a few instant streaming videos for us, exclusively with Alakazam. We're going to be releasing those over the coming weeks. The first one will be released by the time you're watching this, and it's called Clone. We've got a performance of it, Wayne performing it. Yeah. So let's go and watch the performance. Hi, Lee, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. I want you to choose a card for me.
Okay.
So I'm going to spread the cards through like this. Just take out any card you like and show it to the camera over there. And now I'm going to riffle the cards down. Just say stop whenever you like.
Stop.
And place the card there. Now normally at this part of the trick I would ask you how many chances you're going to give me to find the card. I'm not going to do that today. We're going to give the cards a little bit of a shuffle. I'm just going to take out 3 cards. So we'll go for 1, 2, 3 cards here. I'm going to show you the 3 cards. I've got the 10 of spades, the jack of spades, and the jack of hearts. Now is one of those cards your card?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Good trick, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking now. You're thinking, well, that's not that great because there's 3 cards there. It could have been a guess. Open your hand for me flat there.
Yep.
I'm going to take this card. I don't think you chose the 10 because you looked at the 10 quite a bit. So, and you didn't make any kind of reaction. So I'm going to place the 10 over here and we're going to use the 2 jacks. I think you chose one of the jacks. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So I've got to try and work out now which jack you chose. And I'm going to go with the jack of hearts.
Yeah, that's my card.
Yeah, great, isn't it? But I knew you'd pick the jack of hearts. Because, do you remember the jack of spades? You see that actually wasn't there at all. In fact, the 10 of spades, that wasn't there at all either. In fact, every single card was the card that you'd go for. And that's Clown. So that was Clone.
Yeah, it's a great. I mean, it's a great working trick, isn't it? Really, there's a lot of magic happening there.
Yeah.
And it's great you get the spectator involved in it. I can imagine there's a lot of leeway there for jokes and gags. I mean, a lot of Wayne's stuff lends itself nicely to that. You know, it's a good solid trick, and you can go each way with the patter line.
I always find, and I've said it many times before, that things like colour changing decks or decks that use blank face cards, stuff that's not natural for a lay person to see, I always think that's really powerful, you know. And the fact is, a lay person, to us, a one-way deck, a deck when you spread it and all the cards are the same, it's pretty normal.
Yeah.
To a lay person, a deck of cards doesn't come like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, because of your handling in this trick and your reveal at the end, they will honestly believe that all of those cards have now changed. Yeah. As a magician, we presume, well, they were always the jack. The
fact that the spectator's seeing other cards, and they feel they have a free selection, which they do, really. It just plays awesome.
Yeah, it's really good, and you know, if you're performing this type of effect, it's always stronger if you perform it after you've been using a regular deck and then switch out the deck, and you don't have to use like a fancy deck switch. I mean, if you wanted to, there are switches on the market like the cooler and vodka. There's various ways to switch a deck, or if you're if you've got the E2, I teach a really nice impromptu deck switch on there. But you know, it's one of those things, whenever I was switching a deck when I was performing, all I would do to switch a deck, unless it was something where the switch has to happen under their nose, things like the extractor, what I would do is literally do a card trick, put the cards away, get sponge balls out, and then get the cards back out.
Exactly, and Wayne talks about as well on the stream video, is, you know, not to worry about that. You know, he literally says that you've got that natural misdirection to literally go in this pocket and come out of that one with what you need. You know? Wayne's a great teacher. He goes through everything you need to know. I had to sit for a whole afternoon with him talking. So I learned a few bits. No, he's a great guy. The clone is an awesome trick, and there's a couple more really good ones to keep your eyes out for. I'd say if you like the trailer, guys, you won't be disappointed with the trick. That is Clone by Wayne Goodman. So Pete,
yes,
every now and again we come across tricks that we've forgotten about because of how quick the tricks come out these days and there's so much to choose from. You sometimes forget about the stuff that you used to use and work constantly. Yeah. And there was one for you that you used to use all the time.
I used to use this trick, Tribute to Varone by Henry Evans. I used to use it as an opener when I was doing table hopping.
Yeah.
I was always taught that the opener should be quite visual. So this has got a really nice visual element to it. The other good thing about it is you can do, you're going to see the routine in a moment. Now this is routine from start to finish, whereas when I used to do it as an opener, I used to sort of shrink the card case with a line, put the card case down. You can use the deck, because it's a regular deck apart from a very small bit of gimmickry going on, so you can use the deck for your other routines, and then I would then close with this, so it sort of goes full circle.
It's nice.
So you do the shrinking, the card box goes down, I'd cover it with a glass or pop it in a wine glass if there was a wine glass there. Do all my other routines, you know, coin magic, sponge balls, whatever it is, and card tricks, and then I would finish, whether it would be a multiple selection or just one person, but I'd usually try and get a couple of people involved, and then I'd finish with their card. Yeah.
But the thing with this is it does adapt, you know, it lends itself nicely to slot into any card routine, because you've got some really visual elements, and you'll see the performance in a moment, but you've got the first one, really visual change.
Yeah.
The second one, the card goes and they're the ones handling the cards, they can't find it, and then the third one is the ending, which we'll see in a minute.
Yeah. And it's really good. I remember, I mean, many years ago, it's a Henry Evans trick, and I think Henry now releases it himself. Whereas when it originally came out, it was released by a company called Bazar de Magia from Argentina.
Yeah.
And I remember being at Blackpool, and Bazar de Magia had this trick. That was the first time that was its release. And I remember going up and watching it about 6 or 7 times and just thinking it's just beautiful thinking. It just looks very visual. You've got the impossible sort of transposition as well, or not transposition, but a vanishing appearance. It's just a great little trick, and once again it's one of those things that doesn't take really any sleight of hand.
No.
It's and my opening line when I used to go up, the reason, because a lot of people talk about what's the reason for shrinking the box in the first place, and I always used to say that I get annoyed carrying cards about, and as I do that I turn the cards over and take the cards out, and then say not so much the cards because I'm using those, it's the box, it's quite big and it's empty. So I found out I can actually do this, and I used to fan the cards and wave them on the box, and I can shrink the box down, and that way it takes up no pocket space.
Nice.
And then I'll just carry on from there, you know.
And the thing is, for lay people, that's a really strong moment. It's very visual.
And that's a trick in itself, you know, a shrinking card case is a trick. But then you take it full circle. If you do that at the beginning of your routine, and then at the end you do the actual tribute to Varone trick, you've got this really nice full circle. The box has been in view since the beginning, you know, rather than it just being this one standalone trick, which, you know, I think it really lends itself to being the opener and your closer, you know, your impossible closer.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've heard what we've had to say about it. We love the trick, so it's your turn to see it. So this is a live performance of Tribute to Varone by Henry Evans. Okay, Pete.
Yes.
I'm going to show you just a little bit of magic. You want to see a little bit of magic?
I want to see a little bit of magic.
I'm going to show you just a tiny little bit of magic. Just a little bit of... is that small enough for you?
Ooh.
Hello. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will take out the Jokers, and I'm going to get you to see a card, okay? Anyone you like. I'm just going to run my thumb down like this, and then you just say stop, okay?
Okay. Stop.
Yeah? Yeah. I want you to look at the card and remember the card.
I've got it.
Hopefully the guys can see that at home as well. Nice and fat. Now, if you come in, I'd like you to deal through the cards.
Yeah.
One at a time, and I'd like you to remove your card.
Okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you're there, Pete, I'll just deal down and you tell me if you see it. They can do this in their hand as well, but you just let me know if you see that anytime. No?
No.
Okay. But you remember the card?
I do remember the card.
Alright. Hold on, look. Is it any of them?
No, it's not.
Ah. What was your card?
6 of clubs.
6 of clubs. Remember at the beginning when I told you I'd show you a little bit of magic?
Yes.
Yeah. This has been here on the table, this little card box. And inside the little card box is not a small pack of cards. It's not a small pack of cards. It's actually, if I get in there, pull that out, is actually one card. Yeah, one card that's been folded into quarters, been on the table just there in front of us. What was your card?
6 of clubs.
The 6 of clubs.
Very nice.
Oh yeah.
We've now come to the end of this week's Alakazam vlog, so I want to thank you all for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel by subscribing or hitting that subscribe button, which should be just up there. Yeah? Is it there?
Somewhere there.
Can you see it?
Oh, we might be a bit high up, but
so don't forget to do that, and also don't forget to visit our Facebook page. That's Alakazam Magic on Facebook, and like the page, and also enter this competition. There's over £250 worth of magic here that could be yours, so make sure you do that. And if you miss out on this competition, remember Alakazam hold a Facebook competition every single week. So make sure you like our page so you get all the updates. Good?
I think you've said it all, absolutely.
I've said it all.
Yeah, I hope we reviewed something or gave our opinion on something that you know, you might like and you might use. It's always stuff that we want to use ourselves. So I hope you enjoyed this week's vlog, and we will see you next week on the Alakazam blog.